Looking back, Keanu, what did you see? Why was the offense kind of having so much trouble being consistent last week?
Probably distinct. Probably I would say probably like just coming on the first play, just had a little setback with the whole interception with the pick six and all that. Just kind of took the momentum away. I feel like, and yeah, I feel like that was a real buzzkill for us.
I just asked Eddie this, but how important? I mean, how much do you want to get back on the field after just a tough performance like that?
Oh, right away. It's just one of those where it's like, dang, I wish I could have done this back then. And it's just like, it was like after an L like that, it's just like you're just so eager to get back on the field.
Go ahead, Jay Drew, and then Kevin Reynolds.
Hey, Keanu, how do you think the receivers are doing as a whole, and also specifically in the last game of getting separation, getting off the line of scrimmage, giving Slovis good targets?
I feel like we've been doing a pretty decent job. I feel like there are things we can do better as a whole and as individuals, just because you know he's not we're not Key's not the only one on the team. We got to be doing our jobs as well as receivers, as getting open, and then on another things, even if we're not open, just making the tough catches. We call ourselves playmakers for a reason. So just coming down with those big catches for sure is one thing we probably need to work on, and yeah.
And then, obviously, your father played for Texas Tech, right?
Yes, sir.
Just what does this week mean to you? And obviously going to Texas next week, this is a pretty big month for you, I would think.
I mean, it means a lot. I mean, I feel like even like I was saying in the bye week to my parents, this next week's gonna be real. These next couple weeks gonna be real big, just because we're going against a lot of Texas teams. I have a lot of boys on the teams and stuff like that, so it's gonna mean a lot just in general, just because. My pops went there. I grew up watching Texas Tech because he always watches them on Saturdays or Fridays or whenever the case may be. I'm always sitting there right there watching the game with them. So it's going to mean a lot for multiple reasons, a lot for family and for bragging rights too in the family. So.
Going off of that, did you grow up a Texas Tech fan yourself? Watching all those.
I would say yeah, just because always watching them, watching when my pops would just have the games on, just watching everybody, like Pat Mahomes and everything like that. Just always into the games and always hearing my dad talk and stuff like that, what he sees on things like that, and he even tried to teach me as we're watching the games. So.
Was Mahomes your favorite player growing up watching Texas Tech?
I would say it was he was a receiver that played a while back. He was number 15. I forgot his name. Crabtree, that's his name. Appreciate it. Yeah, I would say Michael Crabtree, just because I was watching him as just it was just amazing seeing like the plays he would make. So.
Here you go, Jake Hatch and then Sean Walker.
Yeah, Keanu, Jay kind of alluded to it, but I think you grew up in Bedford, Texas, which is right next to Euless Trinity, where we went to high school in the DFW. So playing TCU obviously is your connection to where you grew up. Your uncle Roy Williams played at Texas, and obviously your dad at Texas Tech. So you talk about this being for bragging rights. Is there a trash talk going on at all, or is it just more friendly banter back and forth between your family and you?
It's at the end of the day, we're boys, we're men, so it's always trash talking going back and forth between us three. So me and my pops was talking mess even like after the game of TCU, like you got next week, y'all got next week, you better come on next week. So he was just talking to me about that. And then my uncle, on the other hand, the whole Texas, I know it's probably like another week away. So, but I'll probably get to that next week. So.
Well, and then focusing on the game at hand, Kalani said that he believes this might be the biggest. He said that's the term. He's the biggest defensive secondary he's seen in some time. Speaking of Texas Tech, what are you expecting from the Red Raiders defensively?
Just a lot of energy coming out. Like I said, I think I said earlier. I feel like down in the South, the mentality and stuff is different over down there. So for sure, they're gonna come in with a lot of energy and a lot of swagger to them. So it's gonna be big for us on the offensive side, just to come and match the same thing they're doing. So.
Yeah, Kibo, kind of keeping to the theme a little bit. Are you expecting to have a whole bunch of family in the stands, being Texas Tech, BYU's homecoming game, watch you play, that kind of thing? Like, are they going to come up for that one, or?
Probably not this one, just because my pop side, they haven't really been they've been a lot of busy on the other hand, but they're probably gonna come to the Texas game. Mainly just gonna be having my pops, mom, and sister there. So.
Your dad will be here this weekend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For sure. Okay, that's awesome. That's great. Did Texas Tech recruit you much in high school? Like, did they offer up anything? Obviously, with connections, like it feels like there'd be an instant like walk on, if nothing else, bro, right?
For sure, but I feel like yeah, they were looking at me during high school and stuff like that, but I really feel like by where the school I went to, by us not being a heavy passing offense, more of a run offense. If you look back at Trinity High School and stuff like that. So I really feel like that was probably the main reason. Like, they really liked me and stuff like that, had a lot of connections, but I really feel like it was mainly the aspect of us not being a passing offense.
Okay, Keanu, looks like that's all the questions for today.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.